Once upon a time, in the peaceful and fertile valley of Greenwood, there was a small farm known as Meadowbrook Farm. This idyllic farm was home to a family of hard-working farmers, the Darnells. The Darnell family had tilled the land for generations, cultivating bountiful crops and tending to a variety of farm animals. Life was simple and harmonious on Meadowbrook Farm, and their days were filled with the sweet songs of birds and the gentle rustling of leaves. However, one fateful day, a shadow fell over the farm that would change everything. High above, in the clear blue sky, a massive, fearsome dragon named Draco swooped down from the heavens, casting a long shadow over the sun-drenched fields of Meadowbrook Farm. Draco had become disoriented on his way to a distant mountain, and he descended upon the valley, thinking it was his intended destination. He landed with a mighty thud, causing the earth to tremble. The Darnell family, who were out in the fields, looked up in shock and disbelief as the colossal creature settled nearby. With a booming voice, Draco bellowed, "I demand tribute for my accidental intrusion." Smoke billowed from his nostrils as he spoke, sending the Darnell family into a panic. Mr. Darnell, a weathered but courageous farmer, stepped forward and stammered, "We have nothing to offer, noble dragon. We are humble farmers and our crops are our livelihood. We can't afford to lose them." But Draco was not one to be trifled with. With a roar that shook the very foundations of the farm, he announced, "Then, I shall take your crops as compensation." With a flap of his mighty wings, the dragon began to systematically lay waste to the fields. He scorched the crops with his fiery breath and knocked over barns with his powerful tail. The Darnell family watched in horror as their once thriving farm turned into a wasteland before their eyes. As the dragon continued his destruction, Mrs. Darnell, a wise and compassionate woman, decided to approach the dragon. She held out a small basket of freshly baked bread, still warm from the oven, and said, "Mighty Draco, we have no treasures to offer, but we can offer you this humble gift as a sign of our goodwill." Draco paused, his eyes fixed on the basket of bread. Slowly, he lowered his head to examine the offering. With a snort, he carefully picked up a loaf of bread with his massive claws and took a bite. His expression softened, and he realized the warmth and kindness of the Darnell family. He spoke, his voice much gentler this time. "This bread is delicious, and your kindness is unexpected. I have made a grave mistake, and I deeply regret the harm I have caused." The Darnell family breathed a sigh of relief as the dragon lifted his wings and took to the skies. With a parting promise to help them rebuild their farm, Draco flew off, leaving the valley in peace once more. And so, the Darnell family, with the help of their newfound dragon friend, began the arduous task of restoring Meadowbrook Farm. The dragon's unexpected visit had been a painful disruption, but it had also taught them the importance of kindness and understanding, even in the face of unexpected challenges. From that day forward, the Darnell family cherished the memory of Draco, the dragon who had destroyed their farm, but also brought a lesson in humility and the power of forgiveness to their humble valley.